This is my 3-step retirement formula. I've been helping people retire for 16 years, and there's a lot of strategies that we use to help our clients pay less tax and create sustainable income, and then also investment plans to increase their confidence in retirement. But if I had to simplify it down to a retirement formula that's just 3 steps, this is it. I'm a believer in that quote, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. If you know who said that, let me know in the comments. But let's get into step 1. And that is write down the dollar amount of money that you'd like coming into your bank each month. This is the amount you want in retirement. And if you don't know, start with a guess. Sometimes I ask people in our first meeting that question of how much do they need? And they say, oh, I don't know. I haven't had to budget in years because I've been making money and it hasn't been an issue. And then I say, well, is it $5,000 then per month? They say, oh no, it'd be more than that. Definitely more. And then I'll say $10,000, and they'll say, bro, probably no, that's probably a little bit too much. So 7,000, and they say, yeah, that sounds like that we could go with that. So if you don't know, just start with a guess. If you do want to know that precise number, check out some of the tools like Monarch Money or any of the other expense categorization tools out there that help you track your spending automatically. And that can give you, over the course of a few months or maybe half a year, that can give you a very precise number. So once you find that number for monthly retirement income, multiply it by 12. So for this example, let's say that you needed $6,000 per month. Multiply that by 12 months, and then you get $72,000 per year. And one other idea to consider here as you're thinking about this, that number, that $6,000 number, it's actually made up of 2 important numbers. We've got the absolute essentials, or call them the needs, things like house expenses, food, insurance. And then it's also made up of the nice to haves or the wants. And that could be things like travel or dining out or hobbies or gifts, things like that. And you get to decide, start with the whole thing or separate it out into just needs. Personally, I kind of like starting with just the needs because it's good to know that the basic things you need to survive. Make sure that's covered first. And then the dollar amounts that we're going to look at are going to be a lot more manageable. But let's move on to step 2, which is to subtract out your guaranteed income, usually Social Security. So if we were going to say 72,000 is the total, we're just using that round number. Let's say you get 2,000 a month. You know, your numbers are going to be different, but you need 24,000. You're getting 24,000 from Social Security or expected to. That's going to give you the gap of 48,000. Now step 3, and then there's one more very important thing that I'll go over, but step 3 is divide the gap number by 4%. Really, you'll be dividing it by 0.04. And that's going to give you the investment target. So for this, it's going to be 1.2 million. That's approximately how much you need to be invested for a 30-year retirement to generate the income that you need. And when it comes to that 4% rule, it might be a good idea to pause the video here because I'm about to show you this chart, which gives you the likelihood of success for certain withdrawal rates based on the different allocations up here and the different withdrawal rates here. And it's kind of small, but you can see 30, this is based off a 30-year retirement. One other thing here to mention, but first, let me know if just this short video, a simple video was helpful in a small way. If it was, click the like button. But I'm sure you can already tell this formula, it gives you a starting point. There's some flaws with the 4% rule. I've talked about it in other videos. Maybe I'll put one up here on the screen. And there's some missing things if you really want to look at optimizing your retirement. There's things like tax efficient income planning that could save you thousands of dollars each year, or updating your investment strategy for today's economic landscape, or also just that thinking about protection against inflation or market volatility or whatever season we might go through. I'll include in a minute another video on just the 4 economic seasons we might go through. So those are important too. So when you're ready to keep learning about this, check out these videos here, especially this one on how to test your retirement before you retire. And if this was helpful, like it so that hopefully other people can see it too, and they can get helped as well. And then I'll see you in the next video. Take care.